Coach, it was a great win down in Los Angeles against the Chargers, their last game at that stadium, and the Raiders are still in the playoff hunt.
Still alive, and really pleased with a lot of backup players that started the game and played well. Denzel Good at left guard, played the whole game for Richie Incognito. David Sharp came in, played well at right tackle, and you got to give DeAndre Washington credit. Darryl Worley returned and played safety among 4 other positions. So we had a lot of guys step up. I'm proud of them.
You know, Coach, it was interesting being in the locker room after the game, as I'm like a fly on the wall, and you really told your players how proud you are of them.
Well, it's been a tough few weeks. We've had a lot of guys go down, and the Chargers still a very talented team, and to go down there and play well after the last month that we've endured is special. And we had a lot of young guys step up. We also had the return of Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah.
You know, on the first third down of the game, we threw an option route to him. He broke in and took it to the house for a 60-yard touchdown. And then late in the game, you see it's 21-14. Everybody's getting a little nervous here, Townie.
Yeah.
So we called an option route here to Renfrow, who's in the slot again. And it's third down and 5.5 yards. And instead of breaking in, he breaks out. He knows exactly where the stakes are. He catches the ball, and he has to drive forward to get that first down. He's got great instincts. He really helped us out, not only on third down as a receiver, but as a blocker. But he's got so much poise, and I call it route friendliness. He doesn't fool the quarterback. You know, he's very easy to read on some of these choice routes. You don't know if he's going to sit down. You don't know if he's going to break in or out. But he and Derek Carr have a real good rapport going, and it's paying off for us.
You know, I think about him when you look at him, and with the pads off, you don't say, hey, this guy looks like a special athlete. But, you know, once you put him in pads, he's a special guy.
Yeah, as soon as I met him, I said, you're Hunter Renfrow? You're that guy that beat Alabama? You're Hunter Renfrow? And now everybody in the locker room is so proud of him. They all know who Hunter Renfrow is. And he also did a great job as a returner. He took one about 15 yards to set us up, and he also kept the ball from bouncing inside our 5-yard line. He must have saved us 25 yards of field position. So he did a lot of things as a receiver, a blocker, and as a punt returner. That's hard to do as a rookie.
Now, you know my guy, Lincoln Kennedy, always gets on me about talking about kickers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to talk about kickers, Big Link. Well, but A.J. Cole has been very special for you this year.
A.J. Cole, for another rookie to come in here and change field position the way he has. I think he's down the ball inside the 20 as much or more than just about any punter in football. And here we are backed up. I mean, we're at our own 15-yard line. It's a tight game. You don't want to give Phillip Rivers and these receivers great field position. This kid bombs it, man. That's how you used to do it, Townie. Look at that leg extension. This is a 74-yard punt. And it chases King all the way back inside his 15-yard line. Great coverage from the Raiders here. We down them at the 21-yard line. But A.J. Cole, add him to a list of a very impressive rookie class. He's been a great punter and a weapon for us.
I mean, field position is so key in this game, and the fact that he can just flip the field for you.
It is important. I mean, especially, you know, when you're struggling and you're playing the Chargers in a tight football game. It helps when you can push them back deep in their own territory and get yourself out of trouble as well. He did a good job for us.
And as a play caller, how much do you think about that during the game where you know behind you whether you want to go for it or not, you want to be aggressive, or you got this kid that can bomb it for you, or he can knock it down deep for you?
Well, it helps when you have a guy that you really trust. You know, when I first got here, Shane Leckler was our punter. He would punt the ball 20 yards into the black hole. He wanted that average, Leckler. It used to tick me off. But this A.J. Cole, he's done an excellent job of pinning our opponents back, and he's done what we've asked him to do, and he's also a very good holder. He puts the ball down for Carlson, so he's been a real good addition to our team.
So last week you had all these scenarios that had to go your way. Not only did the Raiders have to win, but a lot of people had to help out, and it all hit. It all happened. We're going to go through that again this week. How fired up are you for this game in Denver?
I'm excited. I mean, I think we all are excited to be in the playoff hunt in the last week of the season. It's a credit to our team and our coaches, and we appreciate all our fans pushing us through. But to have an opportunity in week 17 is a great accomplishment by this young team. And we know we got our hands full. Denver's a good team right now. They're playing with a new quarterback, and we're going to have to play a good game in all 3 phases.
And you know this quarterback.
I do know this Drew Lock. We had him in the Senior Bowl. He's a rookie out of Missouri, a very talented kid. Went in the second round and, came down to Mobile, and our coaching staff, Greg Olson, our coordinator, Tom Cable, our line coach, we put a lot of plays in to try to see, what Daniel Jones of the New York Giants and Finley, who's playing with the Bengals, and Drew Lock could do. And he was impressive. He's got a lot of poise. He loves football, and he's really taken advantage of his opportunity. And when you watch Locke play against the Houston Texans a couple weeks ago, my goodness. I mean, he puts 38 points on the board like that. And he did it with pocket accuracy. Here they are on a no-back set, and he drives the ball into a tight window for 6. That's what you call a tight window. You see that, Townie? That's how you do it. And they have a pretty good rookie class as well. That's Fant, their rookie tight end out of Iowa, who has really become a force for the Broncos.
You love the teaching aspect of this game, don't you?
I do. I do like it. I love football, and I like guys that work at it, that love it, and would play for nothing. And I get the feeling that we got a lot of those guys in our rookie class, and unfortunately Denver got one in Drew Lock. He's a good kid with a big upside, and he obviously can throw the ball from different platforms. And this is an impressive throw right here. I'm starting to get a little nervous. It's going to be a challenge for us. He's a good player.
No doubt. But the fact that everything that this team's been through, and you talked about like at half last week, you talked about the injuries, and they're mounting up on you guys. But yet that whole next man up mentality, the fact that you're still in it with the guys that you have now and you're still signing players, this has been a very interesting and really a special year.
It has been, and Mike Mayock deserves a lot of credit. Our scouting department, they've been able to find some people that we can plug in. Will Compton, for instance, had 13 tackles last week. Will Compton didn't get here until middle of October, and he's wearing the green dot running the whole defense. Eric Tomlinson, you wonder how we ran the ball in the second half. Eric Tomlinson is the tight end, making critical blocks. He's been here for 12 days. So our coaching staff deserves a lot of credit fast-tracking these players. Mayock and his group deserve a lot of credit for finding guys that fit what we want to do. And I think our football team really deserves a lot of credit for having the confidence and the will to keep preparing and competing.
And what the fans have brought to us this year, I think about all the fans in Los Angeles. I mean, it was amazing. They took over the stadium,
cool,
right?
Yep.
It was basically a home game. What we're going to see in Denver, Raider Nation travels as good as anybody.
They do, and we need all the help we can get. And wish them all a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas, Townie. Let's try to get one more win.
And let's hopefully get that win and get the playoffs, Coach.